Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to execute change orders in 360E, and I'm going to show you how to do it first through the administrative interface, which I have open here. There is a way to do it from the field, and we will cover that in the videos for field management. So that will be its own little part of the training series here. Let's start out here from my dashboard, and let's go to my jobs section. I have a job saved here for us to use, and I'm going to go into it. Real quickly, you'll notice as we're doing these videos that when you hit the details button, it takes you to this page here, which is called my job snapshot page. There's a whole video that talks about this page specifically, so I'm not going to talk about it here. I just want you to know this is what we consider the default landing page for a job details screen. So within that, I'm going to go to my job info tab. And you'll be using this a lot as you manage jobs, because a lot of the actions that you execute in job management and tracking are from here. So some of these we've already done. You can see scheduling and job items. I'm going to scoot to the end here and go to change orders. Each of these others have their own videos as well. So let's go right to change orders. And as you can see, I've created a couple in here. What I want you to see is that after you create change orders, they will index themselves in the system, and you can see it there. So you can have as many change orders as you want, and you can track and index them separately. So let's go ahead and add our change order. When I start here, notice I have a blank template for a preview page here, and then I would create my information over here on the right. So what this insinuates is that you can have a paper trail or a paper tracking system for a change order, but it's not required. If you want to, you can insert this information into a document that you send to the customer, they sign and send back, then you approve. You can also, using the signature button, gain approval from the field, and I'll show you how to do that as we proceed here. So let's create our job item, and let's use a real-life scenario. I'm sure that you have dealt with this a lot, where you're at a job working, let's say, on the kitchen, and the customer asks you, while you're here, can you go downstairs, and there's an outlet broken in the basement. So a seemingly small favor, which can obviously turn into a bigger job, and I'm sure you have your own stories of those things, but let's use that. I'm going to put in here change order 3, and I'm going to type in here fix GFI in basement. And let's say that normal repair thing like this, we charge $90. So I'm going to put it on here. It increases my job. I've got some other customizations here, and I'm going to save it. Now, this is where, small things can save big dollars, because if you have a number of workers and you figure this happens, once or twice a week, and an hour's worth of free work goes out, it never gets tracked, and do the math, over a lot of time, a lot of our customers reported to us coming in that one of their biggest money dumps is untracked work and unbilled work. So this is a way of getting that but keeping working. So again, you can have a more formal paper-based trail here, but you can also just be on the job, gain quick approval, and keep working. Or you can simply just track the item so that when it gets billed, you can justify it to the customer. That's up to your discretion here. But I've created my item here. It's increased my price. It's displaying here. Let's do a signature approval. So option 1 is I can email it to the customer. They can sign it, send it back. Option 2 is I can have my guy in the field get a signature. He can select the signature tab, and now my customer can just sign the iPad or my phone or whatever the device is. Save that. Let's go back to my edit page, and you'll see my signature now is intact in my document. It's a much faster way of gaining approval. Now the next step is to actually approve it and put it into the job. So I'm going to convert this here, click this once, say OK. It's going to shoot me over to my job item screen. Now the only thing I have to do, look, is one more time, just hit save. And what this wants me to do is just make sure that I have the numbers right. Once I hit save, you'll see my change order registers, and So does my price. So those have all indexed themselves against the job. Okay, so now I have created a change order, I've converted it into a job item, and I've gained approval, and I have it in the system. This way, the work gets tracked, all work gets billed to the customer, including any additional materials that I have to purchase to execute that change order. Obviously, you can use this for a much more substantial change order process where, if the scope of my work doubles, then I really want to paper document that and paper trail it and make sure that everything gets converted into the system. So this is the way of doing it. The best way I see is to have, when you're in the field, call it into the office, they set up the change order, I gain approval in the field, and I keep working. In the field module series, we will show you how to execute a change order from the field, and we'll go through that there. So in the meantime, thanks for going through this. Thanks for watching the change order process, and we'll see you in the next video.